Well, welcome to Jennifer to the Rescue. I'm Jennifer Johnson. I almost forgot. Here, it's been a few weeks since I've been here. Just glad to be here every Wednesday. That was the plan. Now it's kind of every couple of Wednesdays, and we have a great show for you today. We are here at the beginning of June, so it's time to talk to somebody from Bethel Lutheran Church and find out what's going on at Bethel Lutheran Church. First, I do want to say thank you so much to Logan Street Signs and Banners for being our gracious sponsors and hosts, and we are just so happy because Jennifer to the Rescue, the whole idea is that I try to bring you resources that provide, I provide effective resources that produce clarity, direction, and some other things. And it's all training and networking and multimedia solutions, thus Hamilton County. Now we're all clear about that. Yep, no questions in your mind, huh? But it's just neat to bring somebody from Bethel Lutheran Church, which is my home church here in Noblesville. Mm-hmm. It's fun to bring somebody out, and Jason's never been here before.
Yep, first timer.
First timer. This is Jason Pearson, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, and you've been in, I didn't know if maybe
all day
changed your name or something. I don't know. Just joking with you. But Jason actually is the president of the council, which maybe you wouldn't even share that if you were just talking yourself. But I think that's a pretty big, job and a commitment. And I know you don't get paid for your services.
No, but I do. It's a very rewarding position,
say.
And. It's one of those things that I've got a great council that I work with, and being a Bethel, it's a fantastic church.
It is.
It's a great community, and it's been a real blessing to be the president for 2 years.
I was going to say, you've been it for a few years. How long is are you 2 years or are you 3 years?
Well, the term to be on council is 3 years.
Okay.
And traditionally you serve as an officer for 1 year, and then all of the officers re-upped for a second term, and so we're ending that term this
quickly,
June.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
It really does when you get into it. It does. So tell us, I always start out with, because you've never been here before.
Right.
We've had Pastor Doug, we've had Pastor Martins, and Risa and Leanne Burrow and different people, but you've never been here before. Tell us a little bit about who are you? Well,
I'm obviously Jason Pearson, president of the council. I've been at Bethel 18 years now.
Oh, really?
And
wow.
We went right around the time our first was born, so I can always keep track of that with his age. And it just seems like it's my home away from home. It's a great place to be. But also for myself, I'm a 5th grade teacher here in Noblesville.
Yeah, you're right.
And I've been teaching just wrapped up 17 years of teaching.
My goodness.
It adds up pretty
I thought
quickly.
You just started teaching.
And so that's who I am.
And that's pretty good. So you have a couple kids.
I have 3 kids. Trevor, who's 17, Grace is 14, Alexi's 9, and fantastic wife Jessica.
Oh, that was a good answer. That was pretty good. Okay.
She's not one of my kids though, but
yeah, no, that's awesome. But so you've been with Bethel. Did you have some kind of interesting story how you got connected to Bethel?
When we just got married, and our apartment complex was just down the road from Bethel, and I grew up in Elwood, so when we go back and visit the family, at that point in time, Bethel was being built, and my wife kept saying, "Oh, we need to find a Lutheran church. We need to find a Lutheran church." And I kept saying, "Well, when they build that one, we'll go to that church." Well, the church got built, so I actually had to, cash in on that promise. And so once we went to Bethel, it was kind of a love at first sight. Terry Gass was the first person we met. I mean, my cheeks hadn't even hit the pew yet before she was introducing herself. And
what's in your cheeks? What's he talking about?
Yeah. And it was a great first connection. And before we left, I think half a dozen people had come over and given us hugs and welcomed us.
That's what Bethel's all about.
And it was very inviting, and we haven't turned back since.
Cool. Well, yeah, Bethel's, and we know that there's. Well, if you don't know where it is, where is it?
206th and Cumberland, just north of, a couple miles north of the high school.
Okay, so if you come up on Cumberland, you're going north, you just see it. It sits there. It's this big, beautiful building with a beautiful steeple and all this stuff. You're here to share, though, a couple things that are going on, and I'll just let you take it away.
Sure. One thing that I've noticed in my early life, it seemed like churches always slowed down in the summer. They'd scale back their services because people are vacationing and whatnot. And it doesn't seem that that's the case with Bethel. June hits and we ramp up. We get busier. And we've got 3 really big events coming up this month. And I'll start with first, June 25th, we have an outdoor free movie. It will be starting probably around 9:15, 9:30. Bob Hope's My Favorite Brunette was handpicked for this occasion. And I think it's going to be the first time we've done this, so and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be the kind of conclusion of the Serve Noblesville. So hopefully it'll be a big community event for that.
And you're partnering up with Hometown Television.
We are.
Yeah, cool for you. Okay, good job. All right, go ahead.
Second event, Vacation Bible School. This is a free event. The theme this year is Cave Quest, Following Jesus, the Light of the World. Those dates are June 26th through 30th, Sunday the June 26th through Thursday the 30th, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And as I said, it's a free event. We have typically about 100 kids, volunteers of all ages. We've got teenagers, we've got seniors, seasoned citizens, all volunteering to anything from working in the kitchen to have to the snacks, to working with crafts, being leaders, games. It's really a great event to be involved with as a volunteer, but also to bring your kids as well. And that's open to the community as well. It's not just for the kids of Bethel.
Well, while we're talking about this, though, one of the things we do, this gets played on the radio as well, a couple times a week. So a couple times a day,
Sure.
Every week. So why don't you tell them how would they find this out? What's the website?
I've got that written down here.
You do?
It is www.bethellutheranchurch.com. Everything that I'm talking about will be on the website as well, plus more.
Yeah.
Anything you want to find about the church or contact anybody on council as well, there's a way to access all that information.
Cool. So did you have any? Oh, you did. You had the movie. You talked about the movie.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun thing. That's the first time. So
Yeah.
it'll be we've got this new peace trail that goes around the property. And
Peace Trail, you can take a walk while you're waiting for the movie to start. You can also probably, depending on which way the screen is set up, you can turn and see the sweet corn that's going to be growing and be available for harvest soon for the community as well.
And we're going to talk a little bit here in a few minutes with one other member of the council about the rummage sale that's coming up. But I was going to say something and I just forgot it. Tell us a little bit about what the schedule and the services are and stuff.
All right.
I know what they are, but
Sure. We have 4 services. Saturday night at 5:30. That's pretty comfortable. All services are all inviting, but this one seems to be a little more laid back.
Yeah.
And it's pretty popular service
It
right
is.
now. We have 3 services on Sunday, 8 a.m., which is our traditional service, and then 9:30 is a blended service. And we also have a little bit of adult education during that time as well. And then in Sunday school during the school year, and then 11 o'clock is our contemporary service.
So really, there's something for everybody.
There is.
I mean, really. And you don't have to be a member of Bethel to just come and check out the services and visit. And
Come on out.
And there's usually good food. And
There's always good food, good fellowship. Coffee's free, and it's a great time to just come out and worship and join in fellowship as well.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the rummage sale with Jill Duncan here in a few minutes.
Yes.
But when is the rummage sale? Maybe mention that as too, because that's
Coming up.
That's right around
it's
the corner.
coming up. Yeah, it'll be June 17th and 18th. I believe that's next week.
Yeah, it's very quickly. So if
Yeah.
you're happening to watch this and you're like, I wonder when that happens, it happens annually.
It is.
And it's usually around
it's-
that time.
Yes, usually it's the second week of June, give or take, depending
Okay.
on schedules.
Okay.
But it's a big event. We're looking forward to it.
Are there any, are there any, well, people line up, don't they?
Oh,
before it opens.
the doors will open at 8, and you'll see a huge crowd. People mark this on their calendar that they look forward to coming to the rummage sale each year.
I was going to say, I know you kind of shared your story of how you kind of got connected with Bethel driving by it. Are there any other things maybe that you participate in besides being the president of the council, all the rummage sale stuff?
I'm involved with this Saturday morning sausage and scripture group. It's a group of about a dozen men that get together on Saturday mornings. Council and just the rummage sale is one of my favorites. I think that was one of the things that I got anchored into very early on.
Anchored.
Yeah, well,
and
being a teacher,
right there.
being a
yes.
teacher, I was off in the summertime, so it just became natural for me and my
perfect,
kids to come
Sure.
and volunteer sorting items, and then and now it's a thing that I look forward to every year.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.
No
We're going to
problem.
actually take a short break, and if you're actually, Jason's not going to completely leave. Hopefully, if there's anything that
Sure.
comes up on our second segment, you can help us share. You can share that with us as well. But just check out, what's your website again?
www.BethelLutheranChurch.com.
Yep. And you probably can find all kinds of things, even Jason's contact. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think they put that on there. Thank you. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
You know, when Margaret and I decided to sell the old estate here, we had only one choice in signage. Logan Street signs and banners. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore, but rather located on 10th Street on the south side of Noblesville. Well, we sold the old beauty, and we were able to buy this wonderful estate. And we had so much money left over, I was able to buy this beautiful 1968 Eldorado Cadillac for Margaret. Only 472,000 miles. Margaret loves it because it's got those big seats and that heavy-duty suspension to support her svelte frame. Next time you're looking for signs or banners, call old Jim at Logan Street Signs and Banners, 773-7200. Conveniently not located on Logan Street anymore.
Welcome back to Jennifer to the Rescue. I'm Jennifer Johnson, and I'm so glad every time we can come in here and share about what's going on in the community. But Jennifer to the Rescue tries to bring you resources that are local, and sometimes they're national, whatever. But this is my favorite week of the month because we get to talk to somebody or somebody's involved with Bethel Lutheran Church. So what's going on at Bethel Lutheran Church? And I am a member of Bethel, so I kind of feel like it's just a privilege to be able to share all the great things that are going on. And we're with Jill Duncan, who is also a member of the council, and you look all sparkly today. Did you do that? Did you bedazzle that on your own?
No, I'm not that talented.
I don't know if I've ever said bedazzled before. It's really pretty. It's pretty. But Jill, you've been a member for a long time of Bethel, haven't you?
Yes, about 24 years.
Oh my goodness.
Before we built the new church, I was
So
at
you
the
were
old church.
in Cicero, because the week we joined, I literally think they were moving to the other property. So that was kind of funny. It's always like we were in the church in Jackson Street for a week, I think. But 24 years, wow. So did you grow up?
Well, I
Lutheran?
also, ironically, grew up by Elwood, where Jason
It was okay, so.
although we didn't know each other back then. But, and I had moved away for several years and had come back, and my husband and I settled in Cicero. And I've always been a Lutheran, so I was looking for a Lutheran church, and
Same story. You walk in the door and you just can't leave.
Yes.
You got to keep coming back.
even back then.
Because
it
when
was that way.
that's the same, our son went to a vacation Bible school, by the way, with our neighbor who they were members, and we came to visit, and I remember one of the oldest little ladies in the group, in the lowest, I don't know, it's Lois, I don't know. But anyway, she came up and hugged us, and it was kind of, oh my gosh, how can we go anywhere else? So your story is very similar, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you've been a member, but tell me a little bit about you, other than being a member of Bethel.
Well, my name again is Jill Duncan. I've lived in Cicero now for about 25 years, and I have always worked in the farm industry,
Mm-hmm.
mostly in sales, chemical, seed, that type of thing, and have been married for 27 years, 26, 27, something like
27.
that, and have 2 boys.
I was gonna say you have 2 children. Yes.
Yes.
And did that have anything to do with going to Bethel? Because for our, it was kind of our, and I don't know if Jason had that with his children, but it definitely was an attract. When my son said we got to go to Bethel, it was like, oh, okay, let's go check out Bethel.
Well, actually, no, we.
They were a little younger, weren't
well,
they?
I was.
You were there before
I was
they.
single. Well, I had just gotten married.
Yeah. Okay.
When
True.
we started going there, so it was before the kids.
Before the kids. Well, that's good.
But
too.
they fed in very well.
They did fit in very well. Well, I know you're here to talk about the rummage sale a little
Yes.
bit more than what we did with Jason, and because it's very timely here. We've got it starting very soon, right?
Yes.
They're collecting stuff already. So take it away, Jill. Tell us all we need to know about the rummage sale and more if you want.
Okay. Well, it's a great event
It
that
is.
we have sponsored for, well, it's been a good 24 years.
Have they
also.
really done it that long?
Yeah, because we
Wow.
started back at the old
Wow.
church. And I brought a shirt. You'll see us all in these green shirts, all the volunteers. So if you have any questions or whatever, please.
What's really
Look
funny
at-
about that, I'm laughing, not because the shirt. Barbara Blackford, if you saw that, she was the woman who kind of inspired the whole
Right,
thing to get
started
kicked
it,
off.
yeah.
But it's green. So we have a green screen, so when you put up something
Oh, that's not gonna
green,
be-
it actually, see, it looks like
Oh.
it's disappearing, but the words are still there.
Barbara
Isn't that-
Blackford.
Barbara Blackford, but it's
Annual
a
rummage
very
sale.
vibrant, that's not vibrant, that's
Not
a
a-
lime green.
Lime green?
But that's why it's disappearing, because the green screen,
Okay.
And we tell people, don't wear green, but I never thought about not bringing a t-shirt that's green. There you go, but Barbara started it.
She did, back in the old church, and it has grown since. And what's great about it right now is it's one-stop shopping for
Really?
everybody. I mean, we fill our whole church, and we even have tents outdoors. But what's unique about it is we have everything separated by category or whatever. And I always tell people it's a great place to bring your kids if you have kids going to college or moving out of home.
Yeah, because
for
there's
the first
furniture
time.
and stuff.
They
yeah.
can come and furnish a whole apartment, dorm room, whatever. I mean, we
Sure.
have anything from bicycles and other outdoor types of things. I saw some basketballs and that type of thing there yesterday. Clothing, not only men's, women's, children's clothing. We have a full room of children's toys, which includes a lot of, I was up in that room yesterday and there's a lot of like play school type toys, which never
Right.
break or go
Sure,
out of style.
sure.
Kitchenware, everything from dishes, pots and pans, utensils, everything that you need for a kitchen. We even have a lot of bread makers, coffee pots, all that type of stuff, small utensils or small.
So truly, somebody
Yes.
could be moving into their own place for the first
Yes.
time, and there you go. You've got pretty much everything you
Yeah.
need. So
I work in the bath and linens area, so we have bath towels, shower curtains, bedding, as far as sheets and comforters, that type of thing.
boy, that's a lot of
Tablecloths.
time to go through all of that. And do you work on that part of it too? Then getting it
Yes,
ready.
yes, we've
Yeah.
been setting up for the last week, and we'll continue to. I mean, people keep bringing things in. Like I said, we're taking donations now, but the sale is actually Friday, the 17th
Of
and
June.
June,
Yeah,
yes.
right around the corner. Yeah.
And the hours are from 8 to 5 on Friday, and on June 18th, Saturday, it's from 8 to 1.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's one-stop shopping. Everything is categorized. So if you're not interested in kids stuff, you can go to another room and see everything else. There's
this is-
electronics.
Yeah, and this is quite a big. They do it all in which? Do they do it just wherever they can fit? Because I know there's a whole room of women's. There's a
Right,
whole
women's
room
clothing,
of
yes.
children's. There's
Yes.
So it's just kind of whatever they needed. So when you go into the building, there would be something that's going to direct you through. And there's-
Yes, and we actually give out a map too,
Oh,
if
good,
you want,
good.
that designates which rooms have what in them.
Cool. Okay.
So, and big room for furniture, couches,
Holy cow.
tables, pictures, lamps, everything. So, like I said, anything that you need, you could probably find at our rummage sale.
Wow. And I think I usually get there when all the good stuff's gone.
Well, you mentioned the fact that people are lined up. And
Yes.
usually, yes, that Friday morning, I have been there before when there's been people there by 7 o'clock in the morning.
Now, you said
Waiting
it
for us to
starts at
open.
8, but I
Yes.
mean, so somebody could, hey, I can't speak. They could stop by, just say, hey, I'll be at work in a little bit, but they could come on their way to work, and it doesn't close till 5.
Right.
So they could, on their way back, or come on their lunch hour.
Come on their lunch hour,
And
yes.
then walk the Peace Trail. I'm just trying to, let everybody know. But what else? They have, well, actually, before we forget, what's the website again? Just make sure, because we have people listening. It's BethelLutheranChurch.com. So it's
Right.
just anything, but it's BethelLutheranChurch.com. And probably anything that we're talking about here, they'd probably find out about the rummage sale, like the
Oh, yes,
hours
it's-
and that kind of thing. But they have food, too, don't
Oh,
they?
yes. We're having a big tent. We have brats and
Oh,
hot
is it a
dogs
tent
and all.
outside?
Yes.
Oh, my
Yeah.
goodness. I thought they used the fellowship
Or at
hall.
least covered area outside,
wow.
right as you walk in the building. And this year we have something new. We're going to have pulled pork as well. One of our members are doing that.
Wow.
So it's gonna. So yes, come hungry.
Come
And
hungry, my
Come and
goodness.
plan to spend a few hours shopping.
I know.
And bring shopping bags if you,
Okay.
or a lot of people will bring these like push carts or whatever, or pull carts, so they can stack stuff on and that type of thing.
Interesting people.
But cash, bring cash.
Okay, so you don't
We will
do-
not be accepting checks or,
That's a good point. I hadn't even
Yes.
thought about that. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
so checks. Okay. Anything
no,
else?
cash.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Don't bring checks. Listen to her. Don't listen to me. I'll quit talking.
Oh, that's okay.
Go ahead. Anything else?
Well, there's also, if someone's interested in antiques, we have a room that's called Little Better Things, and a lot of times we'll get donations of antiques, glassware, silver, I've seen, and nicer pictures and that type of thing, so.
And if you're just looking for a place, a church, this would be a great opportunity to come and meet a lot of the members who are involved in a lot of things, but they're very much involved with the rummage sale. And then you could just stay for church on
Yes.
Saturday night, or check out the 3 services on Sunday, or whatever,
Yes,
right?
please come and join us.
Come and join us. I think that's the biggest thing. We just want everybody to know that Bethel is open to everyone. And whether you're coming for the rummage sale or coming for the services or for the Bible school or for, what else did Jason? Oh, the movie at the end of the month
Yes.
of June.
Which that's going to be a new event. this
That
year,
will
which
be
is
fun.
really-
That will
sounds
be
like
fun. And that was the gracious giving spirit of Hamilton County Television to do that. So we are very happy to have you guys here, lady and gentlemen here.
you.
I always try to end up, yeah. Did you have something else? Nope. Do either one of you, and now Jason's off on the.
You might mention where they can find the movie at.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's a good point. Go ahead.
The movie will be out if you're coming from Noblesville and coming down Cumberland. You wouldn't probably see it. So it's out back behind our church. It's on the northeast side of the church.
Yes, northeast. We have there's quite a spread, big property out
Property,
there. So
yes.
it's not going to be in the church. It's going to be actually cool and be outside.
Yes.
It'll be real cool.
We have a shelter area out there
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we'll be able to sit around.
So, do either one of you have like a particular Bible verse that you like, or anything that we could end up? And I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You don't have to. I always try to end on an upbeat. I'm a musician, so I try to leave it on an upbeat, not on a downbeat. Does anybody have anything?
The Lord is my shepherd.
There you go.
I shall not want.
That's a great one.
That's a good one.
Did you have something, Jason? You were looking.
I don't have it readily available.
We'll do it next time.
I apologize. for
No,
that.
that's absolutely fine. And I always try to say, people forget what you did and said, but they never forget how you made them feel. And that's what is that? Maya Angelou. And I just like the fact that Bethel does not let you walk away feeling anything but,
Happy.
inspired and happy.
Yes.
So we hope you'll come and join us at Bethel's rummage sales or the movie or Vacation Bible School. And we'll see you next month, definitely for Bethel, What's Up at Bethel. And hopefully I'll see you before then. But have a great day.